And here we are down at Three Locks Road. 61 miles to go to reach the Ohio for the connection of the lake to the river. The Central connection. Temperature is supposed to be around 45 today. 27 overnight, so might be crashing at a hotel. Let's see the weather right here in Chillicothe. It's supposed to be, well, it's 46 right now. It's supposed to be a high of 53 and overnight going down to 28. The daily says 55 tomorrow, overnight low of 40. Sunday though, high of 57 with a 90% chance of rain. So that's going to be kind of a drag. But take the good with the bad. Try to make 26 miles today to make it to the hotel. And see what we can get the next day. Hang a hammock in a tree and finish it off. Big beautiful island right here. Man, it's downright balmy, Rick, compared to what I started in yesterday. Ah, the beautiful Scioto. There's another boat up there. I don't know if they propped it against the tree or... Yeah, it looks all banged up though. Like it had a rough ride.
It doesn't look like it's in the best of condition.
No,
Well, you never know.
Where was that spot at where they had all those old cars buried in the riverbank?
I know.
Where was that?
That was south of Columbus.
South of Columbus? Yeah, it had like old pickup trucks and stuff buried in the side of the bank. I wonder if that was their retaining wall. Like they just got some junk cars and piled them up there.
We ran into the guys in the Jeeps in there.
Oh yeah, overlanding down by the riverbed.
Yeah, it was just before them.
Trash everywhere. Yeah. Dirt bags. Is that another boat stuck up on the bank? Looks like it. Yep, I don't think somebody's storing that there. I think that old girl got beat up a little bit and just left there where the waters happened to leave her. That's too bad. Just saw the first kingfisher just a couple miles in. Saw him up close. It's a beautiful little bird. Very loud too. Huh. I just like the lines there. those hills slanting away from each other at the low point. Then it's mirrored in the water. Thought that was pretty cool. Seen quite a few blue heron already. A couple kingfisher that I mentioned. Haven't seen that eagle yet, but I'm sure we will. Water's like glass. That rain overnight must have not got down this far. I stopped to take my jacket off, my fleece jacket, because it was just getting too warm already. Rick kept paddling, and he's been up there ever since, so he's keeping a good pace too. I think he's having his incentive is to get this 26 miles done so we can end up at a hotel tonight instead of not hanging the hammocks in the 20 to 27 degree overnight weather. See, that's good. Like that, the horse where you put a carrot out in front of it to make it walk faster. That carrot is the hotel for Rick. I just did a paddle check. It's about 2.5 feet where I was at right now. The water gauge at Chillicothe for the Scioto said at 2.4 feet. So that's kind of nice. You don't get a bunch of big pontoon boats and stuff running up and down here. And all these sandbars, man, just make for beautiful spots just to pull up during the day, just to have lunch or something. Or, I mean, if you're tenting, you know, you can just set up a tent right there, or heck, all you got to do is throw your sleeping bag down in the summer. Or it's going to happen, a raccoon's going to come up and get nosy if you don't put your food somewhere else. The more I paddle this river, the more I like it. Yeah, down here. Yeah, up in Columbus and stuff. Yeah, that was fun to do once. Don't think I'll do it again. But down here, man, just wide open spaces. It's beautiful. So, it's about 40 degrees, about 10 miles in. Just went for a swim. Didn't see a slanted log, rolled me right over, put me in. Self-rescued, got to the bank, shook off the dry clothes, put on the wet clothes, packed everything back up, got back on the water. No blood, no foul. Water's a little chilly today though, I will say that. After I finished the L2R Central, that winter, the kayaking deaths, some cold water immersion even, really hit me hard, made me do a lot of thinking. And although I had been lucky enough to not pay the ultimate price for my lack of safe practices while paddling, I simply decided to stop rolling the dice. So now when those same temperatures are present and I'm paddling, I'm in a dry suit. So I hope you give it some thought also, and don't follow the poor example that I set during these videos. So I just stopped and took the phone back out of the electronics box, which stayed dry. I love that box. I mean, the whole inside of the kayak was filled with water. Everything else was soaked. The electronic box was perfectly fine though. I had all my extra clothes and thermal blankets and everything in my dry hatches, so nothing critical got wet. And the only thing I lost was my little cup holder that clips on the front. Must have gotten kicked out by my feet when I came out of the kayak. But we're just a little bit over 13 miles in, which means we're halfway there. If we stop at that hotel at the 26-mile mark, which I think I'm going to do because I need to dry out all my clothes one way or another. Well, the sun is out and shining. Got a few degrees warmer. The scenery is just picturesque. I love seeing all the hills along the river. Water might be too shallow here for the eagles. Haven't seen one lately. We're going over an area that's probably only about 12 inches deep right now. There are channels that are deeper off to the side, but I haven't seen any fishing bird probably for the last hour and a half maybe. So I guess this is bridge 335, and we're approaching the town of Waverly. At least that's what it looked like, the closest town to on the map when I took a look at it real quick. Sun is actually getting kind of warm now, and the wind has died down a freckle. Maybe that's just the direction that we're paddling though. Trees blocking a little bit more. It's not coming right up the river as a headwind. Well, we're making good time. And water is like glass. Haven't come across any rapids since the one that dumped me out. Which is probably a good thing. So that's a pretty scene there. So nice with the hills coming up around you. Love gravel bars on the water. Oh yeah, I forgot you said you wanted to hit one. All right, yeah, either there or around the corner.